Hello and welcome back to what might be the last episode of Yakuza Kiwami, because we have only got to do Haruka's substories, and after that we're ready to go. We've done everything. Did I change the time of day? I was going to change it to afternoon because it feels weird walking around town in the middle of the night with a young child. Let's see, are we in the afternoon? Yes, we are. Perfect. Right, so having done that, it's time to go out. Now the first thing that we need to do is we need to go to the Bantam Bar. Do I know what that is? No. Can I take some guesses? Yes. Oh yes, we also need to go buy our protective amulet at Don Quixote because he's asked about 1,000,000 times for a protective amulet from Don Quixote. So, karaoke, shogi, it's probably one of these ones, right? Liquor, Korean barbecue, Bantam. Oh, there we go. There's actually a bar called Bantam. Well, that would make it very easy to go to the Bantam Bar. Okay, what I think we're going to do is we're going to head down, go to Don Quixote, grab this amulet, head up to the Bantam Bar, and we'll see how things go. I'm very sorry, Haruka. Also, I'm fairly certain I know where Majima is. It's probably in the car, which is shaking. So, let's go. Oh, come on. He wasn't in the car? He was in the sewers? Like a rat? Okay, fine. I'm ready. I got the right timing on the first one, I just wasn't anywhere near him. Come on, hit me. Oh, I was sure because he was swinging that would count towards us, but I guess not. There we go. Oh, guard. Try and dodge out of the way if we can. Right, punch, 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 kick. Extreme kicking. Yeah, that's good. Okay, get out of the way. Discard. Okay, back off. Really, just back off. There we go. Having the double dodge actually makes this style a little bit worse, which is kind of funny, given that it's an unlockable like improvement. But the double dodge makes it really difficult to like slide away because it tries to keep you next to people. Okay, come on, hit me. He's gonna go into his charge state now. That's fine. One of those. One of those. Get him. At the very least, it stops. We could have probably done this in dragon style and it would have been better, but whatever. That's fine. I think we're 5 hits from kill. Let's see. Kick him. Roll backwards. Nice. We might not be 5. That did more than I thought it would. Discard. Got him on the kick. Nice. There we go. I think I might have done that too early, but either way, this should be fine. Back off. I did that too early. Okay. I'm just gonna press Y here. Okay. Can our thing act? Oh, I needed to hold RB for this one to activate. I actually didn't know that needed RB to be done. Which explains why I just kicked him and like did that leap off his face. Rather than doing anything sensible. Alright, come on, hit me. There we go. We were a little stunned there. Got him on the kick. Wonderful. Oh dear. Right. Majima, I have a child with me. You're not meant to attack me when I have a child with me. Thank you for telling me about the amulet, Haruka. We will get you the amulet, if only so you stop asking about the amulet. Okay. I think she's saying, wait up. Okay, or she's telling me about the amulet still. Oh my god. You get this amulet. It's an amulet. I want an amulet. It's one track mind. Okay, Haruka. Mister, would you buy a protective amulet for me? Yes, I will buy you the protective amulet. Yes, I will buy this. Haruka seems pleased. There's a Haruka's trust meter? There's a what? What do you mean there's a Haruka's trust meter? What else do you want? Okay, I'm sorry, Haruka. What do you mean there's another bar we need to fill up? Okay. Well, that's fine. Now we're going to the Bantam bar. And then I don't actually know how we raise your trust. I guess maybe we'll, like, go singing or something. That seems like something we could do. But anyway. Am I going too quickly? Okay. You're getting tired. We've barely gone halfway around the city. We've got a long way today, Haruka. Also, don't run into the small, or not small, the angry men. I was going to call them small men, but it's angry was the word I was looking for. I was thinking she's a small child. Out of the way, out of the way. Oh, this is the pub where we found her, right? Oh, no, we found her in Bacchus. Okay. Okay. It says go here to start the story. Maybe I speak to him. No? Okay, maybe we leave. Yeah. Go to Haruka, go to the Bantam bar. Then leave the Bantam bar, I guess, is our next step. Maybe we've already done this? Alright, I'm going to try going back in again. Maybe we have to have ordered a drink. I would like a drink, please. I would love the vodka. This is a very famous brand of vodka. It has a very stylish bottle, as blue as the California sky. The pure and smooth taste is created by their unique process of distilling and filtering multiple times. Perhaps that's the secret to their popularity. I highly recommend this drink. Okay, we have now done this. No, I don't want another drink. I just want to see if we can get the sub-story to start. It, however, does not seem to start. Actually, I think this is the bar we found her in. Maybe it got rebranded at some point. Oh no, was this? Oh, was it? Yeah, okay. But I thought everyone was dead in that bar. Okay, so if that didn't work, we can try going to the next part of the quest, which is the Mahjong parlor. Just down this way. This way. Let's see. So we want to go down and to the right. There we go. Okay, this way. And hello, Haruka. You want a drink of Stamina Royal? Do I have Stamina Royal? No, I have. No, I do have Stamina Royal. I can give you that drink. Oh, you know what? I probably have to go to the drugstore. Also, I probably should stop running into you if I want to raise your trust. Hello. What's Uma? Our parlor's Uma, the bonus points according to your placing in the games are as follows. Oh, okay, that's a Mahjong thing. Alright, I don't want to play Mahjong. I mean, I kind of do want to play Mahjong, but I don't want to play Mahjong right now. No, we could do. We can head in here. No, we can't speak to her. Okay. So this is obviously not leading to a sub-story. So I'm guessing there must be a prerequisite maybe of her trust? Or we need to do something else. So we'll keep this one in mind. So next one is after the fake Mizuki's truth. So the fake Mizuki's truth. Right. While walking with Haruka, head over to Park Boulevard midway up the east side of the block where the MEB is located. You will see a building under construction. Go over to it and the sub-story will start. So here, building being constructed is here. Perfect, we can do that. Right, we'll head back up the street and see if we can get anything else to happen. Maybe the Bantam bar thing only triggers at certain times of the day as well. Yeah, maybe afternoon doesn't have a trigger for that sub-story. Majima, please. I'm with the child again. We shouldn't be doing this. Right. I do hear Haruka constantly just being like, why do you keep running everywhere at full, run? This is not good for me. Right, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. And let's slow it down. Right, now she won't complain. Now we have to run again. And go around this way. And then that's the MEB. This is the building under construction. So there should be something that happens here. Wait, no, the building under construction is here. Okay. So something should happen with Haruka here. Right. Okay, while walking with Haruka, head over to Park Boulevard, midway up the east side of the block, where the MEB is located. You'll see a building under construction. So, mid-side, up is where the MEB is located. So that's further along. That's here. Building under construction. I'm assuming is the one at the back. Oh, I guess we're gonna have to fight. Okay. It's like I deliberately chose a guide that doesn't tell you what the sub-story is or anything else. But the guide is written a little bit like it's a riddle thing. Like, head here and you should see X. Nothing more. No pictures or anything. It's just purely you might see something. Right, so MEB. There's the building that's being there's a building that's being constructed and there's a derelict building. Is there anything else being constructed here? I don't see anything else being constructed. Where we go here? It said east side. Well, it says east side of the block. So this is the east. This is the block. This is the east side. So we'll follow this up and see whether we can get something to trigger. Nothing triggering there. Guess we're gonna have to fight. I do apologize for constantly interrupting the banter as well. It's just, these guys that don't leave me alone while I'm looking for things. So hit all of them. I'm not doing great on my whole Haruka sub-story thing, though. This is going particularly badly. I may have to do some more investigation if it keeps up like this. I'm assuming it's probably a trust thing if none of them are showing up. In which case we're going to have to, go for a day out with Haruka. But, this is fine. Hit him. And grab and throw. Nice. Huge pile of bodies. So, this building does not appear to have any sub-story related to it. I mean, we've been in the building before. Just looking for people nearby who could be related to a sub-story. Generally ones that are standing still. Nothing happening here. Sorry, Haruka. Nothing happening here. Nothing happening here. Maybe it's inside the building? Can we go back in? If we can go back in, maybe that's something. We cannot go back into the building. Okay. Well, this sub-story is also not going to be one that we do. At least right now. One of these is the end sub-story, and another one is another Haruka sub-story. So, of luck and debt. So we're jumping, way down the list. I'm also looking for things like badass dads. Okay, so this one is the final one. So after rumored party before badass dads, go over to Stardust and oh wait, no, that's the rumored party. While walking with Haruka, go to the small park by the Pocket Circuit Stadium. I can do that. I know where that is. We're not that far away. This is a very easy trigger, in theory. All we have to do is go to the park with the child. This is probably something that we can achieve. So, let's go. Along here. Avoid running into people randomly. Avoid all these random fights that are going to happen. And will we finally find a sub-story? Yes. Hey, mister. That girl is always sitting there alone. But what do you think she's doing? Always, huh? Yeah. I remember seeing her before I met you when I was wandering around Kamurocho. And now she's still there. I see. In this town, lots of parents work at places that are open late. Maybe she's waiting for her mom or dad. But she looks so lonely. Can I go talk to her? Sure. Hello. Are you talking to me? Yeah. I always see you here. What are you doing? I'm waiting for my mom. She works nearby, so... Oh, okay. What time is she done? I don't know. If she has a lot of customers, she'll be late. Or if there's less customers, she'll get done earlier. But today is the day when she usually has lots of customers, so she'll probably be late. Wow, your mom sounds busy. Then, do you want to play a bit? Since you have some time. But... Mom always tells me not to go into town because Kamurocho is so dangerous. Oh, I see. I'm sorry. Thanks for asking, though. Oh, wrong character. I'm sorry. Thanks for asking, though. It's okay. Sorry to bother you. Well, this definitely isn't a town for young girls. Oh, my name's Haruka. What's yours? My name is Miho. Is that man your dad? He looks pretty cool. Huh? Nah, he's my mom's friend. Oh, so you're hanging out in Kamurocho with them? You're pretty mature. Wish I could do that. Oh, it's not like that. How old are you, Haruka-chan? I'm 9 years old. Really? Me too. We're the same age. I've never made a friend the same age as me other than my classmates. Me too. This is so cool. I've never seen Haruka talk to a girl her own age. Children make friends so easily. Maybe I can ask for your advice, Haruka-chan. What kind of advice? Do you have a boy you like? Huh? A boy? No, I guess I don't. Do you have a boy you like? Kinda. Wow, what's he like? Haruka seems interested. As girls that age do like to talk about those kinds of things. His name is Toshi-kun. He goes to my school and we've been friends since we were little. But we're in different classes now, so I hardly get to talk to him anymore. Well, if you liked Toshi-kun, have you tried finding a way to talk to him? Yeah, we're gonna have a Christmas party with all of us. And I was thinking I could get him a present. That's a good idea. What are you gonna get him? That's where I'm stuck. I don't know what a boy would like. I can't ask anyone for advice at school or they'd know. But since you're friends with a grown-up, I thought that maybe you'd know what boys like. I see. Okay, I'll help you. I'll find a present a boy would like. Is that okay, mister? It's not like I have time to spare, but Haruka's finally made a friend. I can't refuse this. Well, as long as it doesn't take too long, sure. Yay! Just wait, Miho-chan. I'm gonna go find a wonderful present. Thank you, Haruka-chan. I'll be waiting right here. Alright. Well, where are we going? Haruka, do you have any idea what a boy would like? No, Not at all.
Nani?
What does that mean? Mister, what would you want as a present? You were going to ask me from the start, huh? Hehe, sorry. But come on, let's help Miho-chan. She didn't know what to get. We just have to find the perfect present. Fine, I guess I have no choice. Thank you, mister. Well, let's walk around town. Maybe we'll find something. True. Maybe we can find a few things and choose from there. I'll let you know if I notice something. Sure. Okay, because I'm a cheaty little cheat, I do actually know where to go next. We need to go to the UFO catcher machine, which is round here. Which also has a marker on this screen, if we were not just reading it off like the "this is where to go" kind of list to get the next trigger. There we go. Oh, he'd love an Ai doll. Oh, mister. What is it? What about a stuffed animal from a UFO catcher as a present? A stuffed animal? Do boys like stuffed animals now? What about this Ai? He's popular with boys, right? My god, not only did I know the name of the monkey, so did she. Mister, can you try it? I love watching UFO catchers. But you don't like playing. I'm no good at it. I can never get any of the toys. That's why I'll leave this to you. Fine. Let me see. Also, that person bottom left is from the Meso King story. He was the professor's old friend. I'll pay. It's a present for my friend, after all. Oh, how generous of you. You'll pay. Well, how are we gonna do this? We want to get the one at... I think we want the one at the front, middle. We want to knock it slightly. So we want to go like here. Then like... there. That seems pretty good. To me, anyway. If that front one is gettable, this is a pretty good thing. Oh, come on. Well, that one's no longer achievable. That one is right out there. Good to know what they do if you grab them by the ears, though. They kind of twist. Let's go for front right. There we go. Then, do we want to go further forward than last time? Yeah. So, like here? I'm aiming for, like, in front of the ears. So we grab his feet. Might be lopsided, but I think it'll be good. Grab nothing, but maybe we lift him by the chin? Yeah, that's good. That's actually ideal. Now we've knocked him over, there's a different part of his body that's available for us to grab. Okay, let's try this. So with our last one, that seems pretty good. And then like here, and that should be just about perfect. Maybe a little bit too far in one direction, but maybe that's good. Autosave completed then, that's worrying. Oh, I grabbed him by the hand. Look at that absolute pinnacle of claw game mastery. Let's ignore the fact that he was floating in midair. Alright, I got him in 3. Yeah, I'm ready to go. There, got it. Thank you, mister. You're really good at the UFO catcher. Sort of. Hehe, I think any boy would love this. I'm so glad we found a good present. If it's alright, I want to keep looking. Well then, let's look for more potential presents before going to see Miho again. Okay. Well, the next one is a pocket Circuit Stadium. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. You still want the stamina and royal? Okay, it's just... I'm trying not to walk into her and she's just circling me. Right, let's get her that stamina and royal, then at least we can go. We know what she wants next. So I'm guessing that what we do for that is we go into the convenience store, and then we can say like, "Hey, I'll buy you it," unless it's the drugstore, in which case, you know, we can't. We would have to go all the way to the other side of the city. Okay, never mind. Let's go to Pocket Circuit Fighter, and then I will buy her the drink she wants at the drugstore. Okay, that's fine. That lady just teleported. Let's ignore that. Pocket Circuit Stadium, huh? The fighter is always playing with kids. Maybe he'd have a good gift idea. What is it? I have a friend here who gets along with kids. If anyone can get into the mindset of a little boy, it's this guy. A friend in Pocket Circuit Stadium? Yeah. Let's not talk about it, Haruka. Let's not talk about it. And how I know him. Do you come here a lot? Yeah. Well, sometimes. It's been a while. Dude, it's Kazuma-kun! You here to burn rubber again? Yeah. Actually, I'm here for a different reason. Mister, who is this? This guy is known around here as the Pocket Circuit Fighter. He handles the race registrations and live commentary. Yeah? Nice to meet you, little lady. Are you a rookie racer? No, I've never played Pocket Circuit, but it does look fun. Right on! Pocket Circuit is rad. Okay, why don't I tell you all about it? It started in the 80s when... No, you can do that later. What? Really? Oh, yeah. You needed something, right? Yeah. I'm actually looking for a present. An elementary school boy would like. You work with children every day, so I thought you'd know what the latest trend is with the kids these days. Oh, a present for a boy, yeah? I've got the perfect thing. Really? And what is this perfect thing? A Pocket Circuit machine that was just released. The limited edition Golem Tiger. Limited edition? Yeah, they only made a few dozen models of this machine. It's rare and hard to get a hold of. Any kid would jump for joy if he got this bad boy. Limited edition, huh? Mister, do you want it too? Yeah. Oh, no, not really. I already have a Golem Tiger. So you do want it? Hey, no teasing. It's for a special boy's present. If it's for a special boy's present, I can give this to you. Nani? Really? But only under one condition. Let me guess. You want a Pocket Circuit race, right? Exactly, Kazuma-kun. I just customized my brand new machine and I want to test it out against a worthy opponent. If you win against me, I'll give you this limited edition machine. So, are you ready to eat my dust? I suppose so. Yeah, I'm ready to race anytime. Good luck, mister. Right. I don't even know what... Oh, I got a new slot car. The Killer Bee. Okay, I would like to do this one. So this is a 40. It's a mountain course. We obviously want to use the Dragon, but we want to lower a few things. So first of all, we go down to the extra spike tires, obviously. We lower suspension down to medium, I think, and then... What did we lower down here? There's something else we lowered down. We lowered down last time. I think it was our gears. Did we just go down to extra boost? I think we went down to extra boost because it's only 4 acceleration. Yeah. Then we crush him. He doesn't know what's coming for him. Our car is insane. Never mind. Oh, no, never mind. Our car is insane. This is fine. It's probably only going to fail on the inside track, hopefully. I say with full amounts of copium. Maybe a little copium. That's fine. It didn't fail on the second one. Wait, what battery do I have in this? I think I have the regular battery. So it's probably going to die around this. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, come on. Well, we failed because we fell off the track. Yeah. Okay. Let's try this again. Let's try this again. Do I need to speak to Haruka? No, I need to speak to him. I want to race for the present. Okay, so our problem there was that we couldn't stay on the track. That's not a good problem to have. It's a difficult problem to solve as well. Well, it might be our tires, right? If we went to a higher level tire, let's say we went to ultra spiked, right? That gives us the most amount of grip, and then we ditch the suspension. And then that actually allows us to put on the ultra boost gears again. Let's try that. That might keep us on the track. The problem with that is obviously I've just made the car significantly faster, which might not be the most stable thing in the world. We do have the side stabilizers on still though, so who knows? Nope. I was trying to use less boost, so we fell right off, huh? Does it give us a clue on this one? No. Okay. No clue. Okay, I think I've got an idea. Race for the present. So the problem is that we're just fundamentally going too fast when we're going around corners. Maybe I do this. Here's the stability. Slows us down on corners, but that's what you want. You want to slow down on corners. I'm going to change nothing else. We're going to follow some like standard kind of scientific method here. Change one thing at a time. See what it alters, and then see what we need to do about it. Go. So we're going to be slower. Oh my, we can't actually stay on that corner. Well, this is terrible. Do we need to go faster around corners? Wait, our problem isn't going too slow, our problem's not going fast enough? Okay. I improved our course. Yeah, because I guess because we're slowing down on the sloped corner, that is actually causing us an issue, because you want to keep your speed through that corner to give you grip. Okay, so I actually want less cornering speed? Oh, sorry, I want less cornering ability and more cornering speed? I don't know about this. I made our car worse at cornering to improve our car's cornering. This doesn't sound right. I don't think he's running with suspension either. No, he's not. Cool. He's running with different tires than we are, though. This is actually better. Slightly. Although our gauge is running out. Never mind. That tiny little jump kills us. Well, I really hope we're okay. I'm going to boost. I was really hoping, right, that when we boosted, I should have boosted. You know what? I needed to boost when we hit the B. Yeah, okay. We're actually screwed again. So that didn't help us either. So I know one thing made it worse, but like that little jump knocks us off as well. Obviously the spiked tires are needed because it's got grass, right? So we assume the spiked tires are needed. And go back to metal frame because it's our most successful. Maybe I just make our car, maybe I give it high torque instead. Yeah, let's try the high torque one, right? That way we've got a much lower base speed, but a much higher acceleration. The higher acceleration should help us going through the corner, and the high speed, and the lower top speed should help us with everything else. We are not as fast as he is anymore. We also cannot go around the corner. This is terrible. No, that's worse. Okay, well this is why we make one change at a time. That is significantly worse. Okay. Okay, I have an idea. Well, let's put the car back the way we found it, and then we can try some more things. So, immediately, I'm thinking we go back to the Godspeed motor. Maybe I put in a high-capacity battery. Wait, is that a lighter battery than the normal battery? Yeah, but it lowers our speed and acceleration. I don't know. That's something to think about. Maybe making ourselves lighter might make it easier to go round the corner. I could increase our side stabilizer. I could go up to a 5 side stabilizer and then lower something else to make up for that. We know that this going up in spiked tires didn't make a single bit of difference. So if we go down to them, yeah, what if I just like say we're just gonna straight up make our car heavier, better stabilizer, and see how this goes. Because the stabilizer's job is effectively to keep you on the track, right? So even though it's gonna make us heavier, because we're so much quicker at max speed than he is, that might still work out okay. That got us further around the corner before I pressed B. That was roughly the same. Okay, gauge is building. I couldn't use any more there. No! Ah! Could have made it around there. I don't know. That was better. Was better, but only by a tiny amount. I don't know. I'm trying to think what we need to do here with this one. This is a tough circuit. I did change the battery as well. Maybe if I don't change the battery as well, that might help us. Because I put on the side stabilizer and then I changed the battery as well. To stick to 1. Oh, we've got the new bumper plate as well. Which is an even better bumper plate. We don't necessarily need it, but I forgot we have all the new items that are like OP. So I think we have a new something in here. I forget where the other new thing is. No, maybe that was it. Maybe it was just new bumper was their only new thing. Let's try this. I put our regular battery back in. So he's running blue tires, but that could just be that he's running a different spec. Okay. He's definitely not running the Godspeed motor. He might be running one of the torque motors. Well, this is not good. This is so much worse. How did we make it so much worse by putting in a better side stabilizer? That's effectively it. Alright. I will look it up. I just need to figure out what the race is called. Right. I thought I understood Pocket Circuit. We beat Majima. But this guy, he's just a whole nother level. So, PC Fighters Mountain Course. PC Fighters Mountain Course. Let's see. PC Fighter. Boom. Really? Interesting. It basically says, ignore the fact that there's grass. You want the ultra slick tires. I guess because they keep you on the circuit when you go around the corners. So that allows you to go faster, even though you're going slower on the other sections. The motor is the ultra Godspeed. Gears are ultra boost. Battery, you're running the high capacity. Suspension, you have no side stabilizer, but you have heavy suspension. Now you have a bumper plate. This isn't right, because I don't have enough for that. I guess maybe we take off the bumper plate. That doesn't seem right. Maybe I go light suspension. Let's try this. This doesn't seem right. You know what? That's because this is a different sub-story. Wait. No, this is a completely different sub-story. Yes, okay. They definitely run something different. Like, much different. We're gonna try this, because it's funny. No, okay, yeah, that... no chance. I was thinking that didn't seem right. That didn't seem right at all. Right. Apparently this race isn't required to finish the sub-story, according to this one. That seems incorrect, given our current thing. But maybe you can just walk back to the girl and say, I got, you know, something. And that's it. You're done. Ultra metal. Maybe doing this extra stuff actually gets you, like, points with Haruka. Battery is high. Side stabilizer is on. And then suspension is light. No, this is too much. This is... Oh, but no bumper plate. Okay, so you take off the bumper plate. Interesting. So this is what they're running. Interesting. I don't think this person's build is good, but maybe it is. We've tried something very similar to this before, so... Maybe you just outlast or something? Yeah, maybe you just outlast. You definitely make it round the circuit with this build, which is an improvement. Let's see. Yeah, maybe high capacity just gives you enough. Maybe we want to boost here. Yeah, don't fall off the track. Yeah, okay, that was my bad, I guess. Okay. I don't like that. Is this what the... I'm gonna find another one, see if it lines up, because this does not seem right. This seems terrible. Like, absolutely terrible as a build. Because usually when you get a pocket circuit build, like, it's one that just, like, runs over everything else. This one, not so much. Weirdly, second thing I found also says that as well. Huh. Well, of course, the second one could be copying from the first one, as all guides do. Let me find one more guide and just see what the consensus is. So we're looking for this one. It's laid out in the exact same way. Everyone's just copying the exact same guide. Yeah, this is actually the same guide. Nobody has an independent thought. Okay. Yeah. Okay, well, I don't know. I guess we'll run it again. Yeah, you must just outlast him, I guess. Maybe he's running, like, a worse battery? That's my only thought, is maybe his battery sucks. Okay, the chassis doesn't matter as far as I'm aware. Ultra spiked, ultra metal, ultra high torque, ultra boost, high capacity, side stabilizer, light suspension. Alright, well, I guess we'll just do it and don't boost and just see how we do. Yeah. I think we need to boost when we're in the green lane, if we're going to boost. I don't know. Yeah, green lane would make sense. Because then we're on the... Oh no, then we're on the outside for those bits. Be good. Or we need to do it like kind of at the end of those bits. Let's see, maybe we'll just catch up. I'll do it on the 8th lap if we need to. Because, I mean, it doesn't really matter when we boost out of those two. I love how he's commentating his own race. He's like, I'm on a roll. Like, okay. Nice brag there. We are catching. Like, really slowly, but we are catching. We've overtaken. Oh, interesting. Well, I'm not going to boost unless he boosts. That's a lie, I'm going to boost. Alright. So he just, like, his battery just doesn't last very long? Huh. Well, that's interesting. You're amazing as ever, Kazuma-kun. My new customized ride just wasn't enough, eh? Wow, mister. I didn't know you knew how to build cars. Yeah, the internet told me. Then here's the machine as promised. Wow. Thank you, mister. I'm happy we got a present the boy's gonna love. Yeah. What's wrong? Hey, do you have any more of the limited edition models? Sorry, that's the last one in your hands. Oh. Really, mister? Okay. I'm glad we found a nice present. I want to keep looking. Well then, let's look for more potential presents before going to see Miho again. Okay. You know when I said this was going to be like the last episode? We really haven't achieved very much this episode. Not very much at all. Alright, so back to the initial thing that we were going through here. Next place you have to go is Public Park 3. Go across from Public Park 3. Oh, I know where we're going. I know what we're buying this child. I don't like it. I don't like it in Zero. I don't like it now. But I know what we're buying the child. We're buying him something from the Special magazine. A magazine that he shouldn't be opening. That's what we're buying him. Anyway, head this way. Ah, yes, it has now appeared on our map. That's fine. And we'll just hop in here. Past these guys. Hop into the alleyway. That's a vending machine that sells shrink-wrapped magazines. They still have those things after all these years, huh? Huh? What is this, mister? Miho was looking for something a boy would like, right? Yeah, that's right. But it doesn't look like there's anything here. Yeah. Unless... Mister? Huh? Mister, is this... Don't go near it, Haruka. You're too young. Why did we come here? Usually, these things would make a boy happy for sure. But you don't need to know about these things. Not yet. Just give it to Miho. I already know about those things. Nani? What? It's not like I've looked at one, but I know about them. Mister, are you really gonna give this to a kid? If looks could kill, what to do? Should I get this for 500 yen as a potential present anyway? Yes. Sometimes it's important for adults to help a boy with his transition into manhood. Kiryu, I don't think it's your role to do this. As an adult, I say we give him what all boys really want. And? Boys will be boys. I think he'd be excited to get this. That's why, just stay behind me and don't say anything. As a reminder, this is one of the last things we're doing in Yakuza Kiwami, and it's buying pornography. Anyway, got it. You got Shrink Trap book. You have to hold on to it, mister. I don't want to even look at it. Looks like she's really disgusted with me. Yes, it's hard for girls to understand. I guess we bought something that could be a present. Yeah, that's true. We could look for other things, but I'm okay giving these to Miho. Yeah, I hope Miho-chan likes it. I'm gonna try and do a run past the past the drugstore first, because if we do that, then we can potentially get her onto whatever the next thing is for Trust. I don't know what it is, I'm assuming that's kind of the cycle we're working on, and we're really not that far away from this shop, if that's where we think it is. Let's go down here, and in we go. Yes. Oh, I guess I have to do it like this. Yes. We're gaining trust. Okay. Fair enough. Time to leave. Where are we going now? I'm so hungry, she says. And then runs into me. Okay, Haruka. You want a hot beef bowl? Well, I think there is one nearby, right? Yeah, there's like one right here. Well, I mean, why not? Why not? I didn't mean to walk into her like that. Yes. There we go. Well, we're moving up the bar. It's not the quickest quest in the world, I'd say. Oh, okay. Right. Now she's going to tell us the next thing she wants. You're thirsty. Well, isn't it lucky that we're next to another convenience store? Right, in here. Oh, but you couldn't possibly drink anything from here. Let's just check. No, it's literally, I couldn't possibly drink anything from here. Alright, well what do you want to drink then, Haruka? A sweet fruity juice. Well, okay, so that's just gotta be sold at one of the other convenience stores then. Majima. Majima, I have the next needy child who wants me to give him attention. She's following me right now. I don't need you to follow me and do the same thing. Right. Carrying on. Let's go this way. Just ignore everything around us. Going back to Miho. We can check the convenience store up here while we're there, because that way she might, you know, that might just be the right place. I think that guy who was walking across the street there is the one that triggers a Majima fight. Right, wrong place. How could I possibly get this place mixed up with somewhere else? Who knows? Right. Hey, I'm thirsty, but I could only possibly drink this one specific type of drink. An orange juice. In a bottle. You want orange juice in a bottle. Okay, we can do that. There has to be a convenience store then. Right. In here. And hello. Oh. Miho-chan, we found a few presents for you. Really? Haruka-chan? Yeah, check them out. Let me see. Wow, you really found a whole bunch of things. Hehe. Well, I had some help. Which one do you want? It's hard to decide. What should I pick? Mister, what do you recommend? What do I recommend? Let's see. Obviously, we have to say this. How about the shrink-wrapped magazine? Mister, wait. What's wrong? Are you seriously gonna give this? Yeah. If you want to choose something a boy would love, then this is a dream wrapped in vinyl. Really? I don't want to lose a friend I just made. Are you sure it would make Miho-chan happy? Now that she's pressing the issue, I'm having doubts. What to do? Should I hand over this book? No. No, I shouldn't take the risk. I need to choose something safe for a present. Perhaps I should choose something else. Yeah, I think that's better. In fact, I know it's better. Okay then. I think the golem tiger. I'd say this limited edition Golem Tiger. Oh, I know that. Pocket Circuit, right? Isn't that one really hard to get though? Mister raced against the Pocket Circuit fighter and won, just to get that car. You won against the Pocket Circuit fighter? Wow! Do you play Pocket Circuit too? Yeah, a little. Maybe I'll see you at a tournament one day, or maybe we've already raced each other without even realizing it. Yeah, maybe. Is Pocket Circuit that popular? Maybe I should get into it. How much did this cost? I don't know if I have enough. Thanks, but it's on me. Besides, I couldn't take money from Haruka's new friend. And I'll give you both a Christmas present next time. Really? Yeah, look forward to it. Anyway, thank you so much for finding me a present. I hope everything goes well for Miho-chan. Yeah, me too. We should come see her again sometime. Okay. So let me just check our sub-story list, because I'm assuming that that's just a literally come back sub-story. Yes. Okay, so we have 2 that aren't triggering and 1 that's just like literally come back here. Well, we know we can increase Haruka's trust level by getting some orange juice. So if we go and find some orange juice, we can then advance forward. Yeah. I may have to look up the other sub-stories, see why they're not triggering. I'm assuming they don't trigger until you get certain levels of trust, and it's just being omitted from the guide for whatever reason. I don't know, but we'll see. Oh, come on. The most dangerous alleyway we've ever been in. It's got fighters on one side and Majima on the other. Right, round here. Then back in this way. Past these guys who are also wanting to fight us. Back in here. And over to Popo. Okay, this is the right place. Yes. You can have Nat-chan orange. We are now at trust level E. I got Haruka's candy. What does it do? It's a candy. I have now eaten the candy. She seems very happy that we got our orange juice. We ran out of Pochitaro's food. Well, I remember where that one is. Okay, I'm going to look at the other 2 sub-stories, and then we will potentially go back to raising Haruka's trust in about 2 seconds. Right, so I've looked up the remaining sub-stories, and apparently at least one of them requires the time of day to change, which is why we have now changed the time of day, so we can go and try that one out. I'm assuming that the other one is the same, and we will try that one right afterwards. I've also looked up what Haruka's trust actually gives you, and having done that, I've decided that we're not going to do it. The reason is, it doesn't really give you anything. It's not like it gives you more story, it doesn't give you anything like that. It just gives you items, which at this point in the game are fairly worthless to us, in terms of, like, we don't need any items to do anything. And, apparently, some of the trust ones are a little bit difficult. Like, some of them are beat an expert person in rotation pool, get, like, a certain score in the batting cages, all sorts of stuff like this, right? I'm just pausing so we don't get attacked while I continue the explanation. I think there's also, like, score 4,000 points in Baccarat. Just random things like that, which, you know, doesn't really sound like what I want to be doing. So we're going to skip those, just because there's really nothing, there's no reason for us to do them. Anyway, let's head in. I'm assuming the guy outside isn't the trigger. Oh, he's not. Cool.
ねえおじさん、私あの人知ってる。
おお、お嬢ちゃん、若いのに通だね。そう、ありゃバンタム級ランク1位のジャッカル八木沢だよ。
お前、ボクシング好きなのか？
うん、ひまわりでよくみんなで見てたよ。ジャッカルのパンチってすごいんだよ。
本当によく知ってるね。そう、彼の右は音速の右って言われてるんですよ。
そうなのか。
ねえおじさん、 私握手してもらってきてもいい？
ああ、
ねえジャッカルさん、私ファンなんだ。握手して。
うるすんだよガキが。
Oh no.
何にも知らねえでクソ。
We won't be having that.
おい、お前ガキに手あげるとは最低だな。
なんだお前は。このガキの親か。ちゃんとしつけぐらいしておけよ。
お前に言われる筋合いはねえよ。酔っ払いのうさんくせえボクサーよりはマシだ。
あ？お前誰に向かって口聞いてんだ。俺を怒らすとただじゃおかねえぞ。
酒に溺れた男に負ける気はしねえよ。口だけじゃなく手出したらどうだ。音速の右なんだろう。
てめえ言わせておけば。じゃあ望み通りにしてやるよ。
Okay, let's go. Us versus a boxer. I think we're gonna win. Alright, bike. Excuse me? What was that called? That's a... You're dodging? Okay, never mind. We won't be having any of that. Get out of the way. Hit him. Oh my god, we turned it on. That's crazy. We just burned his face off.
お前一体何者だ。同業なのか。
いや、ボクシングの経験はね。リングじゃ俺が負けてるかもな。
でも素人に負けてるようじゃ俺もいよいよおしまいだな。
そんなことないよ。ジャッカルは強いよ。
明日タイトル戦じゃないですか。そろそろ引き上げられた方が。
タイトル戦？
ああ、やっと手に入れたチャンスだってのにな。
だったらなんでこんなところで飲んでたんだ。
いいんだよほら。どうせ何やったって結果は変わらねえんだ。
え、どういうこと？
さっきは悪かったなお嬢ちゃん。お嬢ちゃんの期待には応えられないんだよ。俺は明日負けるんだ。
何？もしかしてお前。
ジャッカルさん、私信じてるよ。ジャッカルは強いって、絶対に勝つって。応援してるから頑張ってね。ねえ。
Why does the jackal say he's gonna lose? Good question. Hey, barkeep, you know anything about this? Yeah, a little. If it's not too much trouble, would you mind telling us? Sure. About 6 months ago, Yagisawa-san got into a dispute with some Yakuza types. Yakuza. Yeah, and it was all my fault. They came round demanding protection money at a store I was running back then. Yagisawa-san happened to come by on one of the collection days and he really tore into them. One of them ended up a quadriplegic, in fact. I see. And they used that to blackmail him. That's the short of it. I fled my store and came here to do business instead. The Yagisawa-san is famous, so the Yakuza kept finding him. And in the end, they made him agree to throw a fight. So tomorrow's title match is rigged. Yes, they'll be collecting bets on the title fight when Yagisawa-san loses, it'll be a lot of cash, I imagine. Poor Jackal-san. Sir. Well, you seem like you're familiar with the business. You look pretty strong. I know who sets up the bets. Is there anything you can do? What's the name of the guy calling the shots? Sawada, a man from a lower branch of the Shimano family. There's a mahjong parlor near the pawn shop. The bets are going to be collected there. Mister, can we help the Jackal? Yeah, okay. Yeah, you're right. Let's help him out. Really, thank you so much, sir. I knew you would do it, mister. Let's hurry. Tell the man in front of the mahjong parlor that you came to take shelter from the rain. That's the password. Sure, got it. I'll leave it to you then. Alright. Substories actually starting? Oh no, Majima. We don't want to fight you. And I think it's zombie Majima based upon how he was moving. Let me just look behind us. Can I see? Was that zombie? That is zombie Majima. You can tell it from the map. Right. You're heading this way. Then straight on? Yeah, I guess this is the quickest route. Especially as we know we can't fight Majima in here. Although... Oh, I thought I got past them, but we got stuck on some scenery. Grab. Throw. Grab. Throw. That should be 2 dead. Switch. A little bit of punching. Out. Punch and... Oh, punch? Okay. Punch and charge. Nice. Got him. Cool. Right, so leave him alone. And then head this way. Past all of these people. And in here. Right. The mahjong parlor holding the boxing betting must be here. There's no place for a kid, pal. I came here to take shelter from the rain. I came to take shelter from the rain. Is that so? Excuse my manners. Right this way.
いらっしゃい、お客さん。
Oh, welcome.
お、これは珍しい。お子さん連れですか？
こいつがジャッカルのファンなんでな。
ああ、そうですか。そりゃ見る目があるね。明日のタイトルマッチはジャッカルで間違いないですよ。
そうか。相場はどうなってんだ？
ジャッカルは今まで22戦21勝 20KO。今じゃ日本に敵はいないですからね。鉄板の 1.5 倍ですよ。
ほう。
相手のマギー吉村は5回防衛していますが、全部ギリギリの判定勝ちですから、まあ勝ち目はないでしょうね。だから 10.5 倍のオッズになってます。ちなみに引き分けで防衛の場合は 5.4 倍のオッズです。
ずいぶんあからさまなオッズだな。
まあ今のジャッカルは無敵ですからね。これでも結構倍率が高い方ですよ。それでどうしますお客さん？
ではジャッカルにかけよう。ただし八百長抜きの試合にな。
あ？
お前の仲間が八木沢にやられたらしいが、それをネタにつけ込むとはゲスな奴らです。
何？
さっきも言ったが、この子は八木沢のファンなんだ。子供の夢奪っちゃかわいそうだろ。悪いが店ごと潰させてもらうぜ。
客かと思ったらそういうことか。ガキ連れのてめえに舐めてもらっちゃ困るな。お前ら二人とも試合前に東京湾に沈めてやるぜ。
Oh, okay. If that's how you want to play it, that's how you want to play it. Let's do something I always forget to do. Switch. I was gonna grab him, but I guess not. Okay, I guess I'll just grab that, and then, well, you know what? We're here already. Let's just beat him up. Let's not try and get heat from grabbing. It wasn't working.
Sawara 工業です。ご用の方は発信音の後にメッセージをお願いします。
ジャッカルに50万。側近で。
お客さん。
あ、マスターのおじさん。
これで明日の試合は賭け試合じゃなくなったぜ。
ありがとうございます。なんとお礼を言ったらよいのか。
礼はいらねえよ。八木沢に連絡してやったらどうだ。
はい。
さすがだね、おじさん。これで明日のタイトルマッチ楽しみだね。
ああ、そうだな。
Cool. With that out the way, the Jackal can have a clean fight. Yeah, I'm sure the Jackal will win. Fair and square. And then some more experience points for our experience point pile. Right. Well, seems changing the time of day worked for that one. I would assume that the other Haruka one can only be done at one point a day as well then. I think we only had Haruka with us during the evening during the main game, so I'm assuming that means everything had to be done in the evening. So literally all my problems were caused by me saying, hey, I shouldn't take the child out in the middle of the evening. So, you know, just being responsible was the problem. She is clapping along to the fight though, which is a little worrying. Let's do a save. We're going to take a taxi to here because it's kind of right where we want to go. So it made sense to just taxi here. And then we're going to go this way. And in theory, this building is going to have something for us to do. Some kind of thing for us to do. Okay, I need to beat these guys up. That's fine. Switch. Grab. Spin. That at least kills like half the group by itself. Switch back. Oh, you're not like hostile. You're just a person. There we go. There were only 3 hostiles. There we go.
なんだありゃ。
テレビの撮影か何か？
おい、飛び降り自殺する気じゃないか。おい、秋元、バカな真似するんじゃねえぞ。今警察呼んだからそこ動くな。
水木ちゃん、ごめんね。
Mizuki, huh? Mister, that guy is gonna jump. We need to stop him. Yeah, let's go to the roof. Come on, hurry. That's this way. And then through the back, I think? No, that's not the way into this one, despite being the way into the building. Is there like another way to the roof? Oh, you enter here? Oh, you just enter in the crowd? I see.
Oi! バカなことするんじゃねえ。
誰だよ、お前ら。
そんなことしても誰も喜ばないよ。
邪魔しないでくれ。そこから近づくと飛び降りてやるからな。
I don't think we're gonna say number 2. Tell me what happened.
何があったか話してみろ。
何があったか言ってごらん。
悩みってのは 一人で抱えるよりも誰かに話した方がいい場合もあるんだぜ。
水木ちゃんに貢いでたら借金がとんでもない額になったんだ。だから生命保険で返済するしかないんだよ。
Is he talking about the real Mizuki?
水木って誰だ？
マックスボンバーって店のナンバーワンキャバ嬢水木ちゃんだ。
マックスボンバー？はるか知ってるか？
聞いたことない。
スタイルは抜群で性格のいい、それでいて親思いの心優しい子なんだ。あの子のためだったら俺は何だってできる。
Have you contacted her?
そいつには連絡したのか？
水木ちゃん、今親父が心臓病で入院してるんだ。仕事が終わると病院に直行して毎日看病してる。だからお店以外では連絡しないって約束なんだ。
How much have you spent on her?
どれだけ貢いだんだ？
カバンや洋服、宝石、あの子が欲しいと思ったものは全てだ。プレゼントしたのは全部大切に家に飾るって分かっただろう、水木ちゃんの素晴らしさを。もうこれ以上は時間の無駄だ。飛び降りるぞ。
おい、ちょっと待て。
秋元くん。
水木ちゃん来てくれたんだ。ごめんね水木ちゃん、借金返せなくなってさ、水木ちゃんに迷惑かけたくないと思って。
私を置いて死んじゃうの？秋元くんは私にとって命よりも大切な人なのよ。忘れたの？
水木ちゃん、
だから死ぬなんて言わないで。そんなクリスマス迎えたくないよ。
水木ちゃん、俺間違ってたよ。
秋元くん、分かってくれてありがとう。
水木ちゃん素敵だよ。
私プレゼントは限定のダイヤモンドリングが欲しいな。
分かった、今から買いに行こ
う。じゃあプレゼント買った後同伴してくれる？
もちろんだよ。
どうやら人違いだったようだな。はるか、行くぞ。
I love how both of them are just like, should we tell him? No, we're not gonna tell him. We're just gonna, you know, be like, wrong Mizuki. Okay, moving on. Both of them were like, I don't care about this guy at all. Fair enough. Right, so we have one more sub-story to do before we do the final fight. And what we have to do for that is we have to walk over here and go back into the park and see whether he liked his limited edition Golem Tiger toy. Now, would it have been more fun potentially to see what happened if we gave him the shrink wrap thing? Yes, but like, I don't want to be weird in front of Haruka. Oh, Haruka-chan, mister. Miho-chan, did you give him the present? Yeah, that machine was really, really rare, wasn't it? Toshi-kun was really happy. I see, that's good. Cheer up, mister. You'll find a machine like it someday. I was like, why is he so upset? Is it because he didn't give him the shrink-wrapped one? No, it's because the machine, of course. Yeah, sure. Haruka-chan, mister, thank you for finding me a present. And here's the present I promised. Merry Christmas. You gave me more Mew shoes. Thank you, Miho-chan. No problem. Thank you, too. It's almost time, so I have to go. Let's talk again soon. Okay. If we assume our reward was based upon what we gave her, the Mew shoes are probably good because you get them with completion points usually, but still. No. Don't like it. Phew. I'm glad the boy liked it. Yeah. Thank you for helping, mister. By the way, have you ever gotten a present from a girl? A present from a girl? Well, not really. How sad. Don't worry, I'll get you something next time. Thanks. And 3,000 experience points, which definitely makes me think that we're meant to get it much, much earlier. Yeah, like all the other ones have been giving us 50,000. I'm like, all right, yeah. So those must be like those must be a big one that we've, you know, you have to put a lot of effort into. This one's like, no, not really. This was available the whole time and you just did nothing. Okay, I suppose we basically just skipped the Haruka sections previously, as they didn't look like they had sub-stories. But anyway, right. Next step. Sub-story list. We're at 77 of 78. We have nothing else here. So I think what we do is we take Haruka back to Serena, and then that last sub-story should trigger. I think. I'm assuming we're going to get a message about it. Checking whether there was somebody there. I think I read it was in Theatre Square. I should probably look that one up as well, just to double check we're not like just waiting around for nothing. I'm almost certain though it's without Haruka, so we will take Haruka back home. Right. Let's go. Oh, nice hanging out, Haruka, but it's time for you to stay here. I've got to go beat up somebody, I think. I'm not entirely sure. But let's leave first. While that's doing that, just go on to this. I just realized it's not going to load while I'm alt tabbed. Hopefully it doesn't crash. There we go. So the condition. Complete every other sub-story and learn all dragon-style skills. Once you've done that, go to Theatre Square and speak with the guy there for the hardest battle in the game. Oh, there we go. We will decide a champion. I wait at Theatre Square. Who's this text from? It sounds like they're trying to pick a fight with me. I should be careful around Theatre Square. Let's go. I am 100% ready for this fight. Wait, how's our health? I am almost ready for this fight. Let's make sure that we grab some of this first, though. Not going to drink before we go into the fight. Are you crazy? I mean, it might actually be beneficial because I think we take less damage, but, you know, it just doesn't seem right. So, I'm half expecting it to be Majima. That is not Majima. That is a guy dressed all in black. I don't know who this is. Hello. I've been waiting a long time for you, Kazuma Kiryu.
Oi.
Who are you supposed to be? They call me Joe Amon, and I shall only ask you this once. Do you recognize my name? I think I do, because I think we fought you in Zero. Sounds familiar? Yeah, that sounds vaguely familiar. But of course. Then let me say one thing. It's been a while. But to break past one's limits and reach new extremes, one must embody the concept of true Kiwami. It's been a while, huh? Pretty sure this is the first time we've met. You do remind me of this guy I once fought, but that was almost 20 years ago, give or take. Oh, right, yeah, because there were two endgame fights. Did Kiryu fight the older guy, and then there was a younger guy? Maybe that younger guy was the one that Majima fought? Yeah, I think that might be the case, and then Kiryu maybe fought the older one, but I think they were both called something Amon. Anyway. Heh, that's understandable. The bonds of fate hold strong between you and our clan. Our destinies are intertwined. Either way, I'm sure I know what you want, so just say it. To speak plainly, I wish to fight you, and I care not what weapons or armor you use. I want you at your best. See, I knew it'd be something along those lines. I don't want you making excuses when you lose, but if you're ready, then let us delay no further. So I ask of you, have you taken all possible measures to prepare yourself? I mean, sort of. Yeah? Yeah, let's fight. Now, the time is now, Kiryu. Have at you. Let's go. Ooh, new music. He's got a lot of health, huh? He also moves like extremely quickly. Oh, he's using the same style we're using. Well, that's definitely not good. Well, Tiger Drop still works. Okay, if we need it, we can use that. Let's use this one. Little hit up, couple hits to the side. Alright. Well, he said use any weapon we want, right? Also, 100% we need to change this. The Mew shoes actually do give us some of the best defense in the game. Let's not worry about that, though. Gauntlets, maybe? I think we go gauntlets. And then... he's immune to guns? Okay, we hit him with one shot from a gun. But that is not a positive sign. This is a plan. What's Gray health? Oh my, he's got like 3 or 4 health bars above anyone we've ever fought. Okay, Marlin Cannon, done its job. Demon Fire Dagger. A little bit of Majima style. Very cool. Back off. What was the final ability we got? Let's do a little guarding. The final dragon ability. Oh yeah, we have to do this on critical health with a bat. I forgot. Yeah, it's difficult. Steel Knuckles. Maybe I go rush style with Steel Knuckles. It worked in the arena. Dodge. It's not huge damage I'm getting out of this. Keep dodging. That's just not gonna work. Okay, fair enough. Could try the bat on him. Back here, get the bat out. We got a big swing with the bat. That gives us a good fighting style here. It's not very complex, but it kind of does what we need it to do. There we go. You just get a hit like on the back swing each time. Just keep going. Run. Stand here and charge. Well, that kind of worked. Okay, back out of that. I mean, we could just Tiger Drop. That works too. Back off. Oh, he dodged Tiger Drop. That's weird. little kick here. And that was good. Now I'm feeling it. Now I'm feeling it. I really want to try out our final move. You know what? I think I'm going to let myself get into critical health. Hit me. Hit me. Hit me. Hit me. That's fine. We're a little bit lower than I was aiming to be, if I'm 100% honest with you. Right, dot. We'll just run around. I can't use healing, because if I use healing, we're no longer in critical health. I want to bring out the bat, and then we want to try the Y move that triggers from having the bat out. Right? Yes, okay. Why critical health with the bat? Do we need to be like in the second heat gauge or what? Wait, if I use a stamina and X, I think I'm still in? Still in critical health. Right, yeah, perfect. He killed me with an explosive. He just backflipped an explosive to me. That's so annoying. I guess it's my fault for trying to get the special move to activate. Alright, I understand. We can always tiger drop back to there if we need to. Wait, why am I doing this? Okay, this is fine. Hit me. Keep hitting me. We want to be hit. Hit me. Hit me. Oh, also equipment. Followed by bat. There we go. Want to wait for our health to go into critical. Ow. Stand up. Or a stamina X, I should say. Okay, I hate that. Hit me. I need to go into critical health, please. One more time. Right. That's fine. I needed to go low enough that stamina could actually get me to the next level without putting us out of critical. That put me out of critical. Okay, hit me one more time. This is fine. Do I still need the heat? Let me try this. I think I do. Yeah, I think I still need the heat, but maybe I can block for heat. Okay. I was letting that fall for the final hit. This is a difficult one to do. I don't know why I've decided we have to do this in the final fight, but I've decided we have to do this in the final fight. It just makes sense. Alright, so I need you to hit me down to as low HP as possible. It also greatly demonstrates why this is not a good final ability. I'm just gonna punch him. Like, we're just gonna, like, no holds bar punch. You know what? Let's go this mode. And then we'll just do a punch off. That might give us some heat to start with. There we go. Little punch. Nice. Just keep punching them. And then another one there. Nice, okay. We got a good headbutt going on there. Now hit me. One more time. Break out of that. That's fine. Just stand up and then we'll pause and heal. Pause. I need to double stamina. You know what I need? I need Torrenter. That's what I need. I do have a Torrenter. Nice. Alright, hit me. Thank you. I appreciate you working with me here. We're all getting what we want. I actually have enough here. Stand up, stand up, stand up, stand up. Right, Turner. There we go. Well, that does a lot of damage. That does a lot of damage. It's a huge amount of setup, though. That's a lot of damage. Okay. Right, let's just beat him. Ow. You know, he doesn't seem to be playing fair. I'm thinking I'm not going to be playing fair for too much longer. I'm thinking that I might want to tiger drop him. Nice dodge. The umbrella's tempting, but not what we're looking for. Tiger drop's difficult for the timing here. Okay, come on, come on. Nice. I'm also guessing he's going to have a phase 2, given how much health he has. He's designed against Tiger Drop, you can tell it, because he has short combos that are difficult to Tiger Drop into. And he dodges a lot. Like, he fakes out attacks and dodges. There we go. Hit him. I think he was about to do explosives. Nice. Green health. We've seen green health before. Ooh. One thing I actually just thought of. I'm going to use Stamina and Spark here. So we got something here at the end of Kamaki's, right? RB, then B when the enemy attacks. He said that we could do something with that later. I was assuming that maybe that was something to do with this fight, maybe? But I guess not. Maybe it means a future game as well. That's the thing. Who knows what they mean? Because this has like a weird prequel but not prequel vibe to it, this game. Like, a lot of the stuff in this game is in other it's in other Yakuzas. But it's like, it's also the first game in the series. So it's got like a weird, like, two hats on kind of thing. Ow. I really hate that part. Ow. He just keeps using the same explosives move every time. I mean, I can't be that mad, because that's what I do. I do the same move each time. Ow. Wow. Okay. Well, I think we're just going to try and beat him, but still, he's really difficult even when I was like, yeah, I'll just use Tiger Drop. Okay, let's try again. It's just because his combos are so short. They're really difficult to time. That was good though. That was on point. That was the moment he did it, I hit him. I lost my nerve there in the game of chicken. There we go. There we go. Getting better. Nice. We're getting back to where we were. Had him in a little bit of a combo thing there. He's now got me in the corner, which I'm not a huge fan of. Right. Hit him. Big slaps. Knock him down onto the ground. It was the right timing, we're just too far away. Nice. Is this the second? Yeah, I think that's his third health bar he's gone there. Which I think means he's got 2 left after we get rid of this one. Okay, at least they stood up. And... oh, I was too early. Yes, okay, so that was that health bar. We could probably kill him with special moves if we wanted to at this point. I want the umbrella, man. I just want the umbrella. Got him. Huge amount of damage from umbrella. Now we just run away. Alright, bin. New plan. At least we're mixing things up. He hasn't done healing once. Maybe he doesn't do it. Maybe he doesn't go into a healing phase. Or maybe he has a real phase 2, as in you get rid of this health bar and he actually changes what he does. Nice. Okay, back off. Get into the big space here. I need to heal. Because if we don't heal, then we're in like a real bit of a pickle. Perfect timing on that one, which is lucky. He didn't use a single explosive. He's not dead. What's happening here? I killed him. He's back. He's back as in Majima form. Okay. He's done fake Kiryu, now he's fake Majima. Okay, good to know. Well, that's something. I did not expect to stamina. Okay. Did not expect to see. Hit him. Okay. A little bit worried. You hit me while I was in an animation. Okay, that's really not okay. He hit me while I was still in the animation. And... okay. Spin. At least we hit him. I think this guy's designed for Tiger Drop. It's really difficult to hit him without doing that. But you have to counter. That didn't give us a Tiger Drop one. That gave us like a yield attack. That was an instant kill! What the hell was that? It was just a straight up instant kill. I mean, it wasn't. It was 2 hits, but still. You have to do phase 1 again? That's very annoying. I don't like seeing that. Okay. I already proved I could beat stage 1. Just let me start stage 2 from where I left off with the health, or give me the option. Okay, stand up. Back off. I lost nerve. Okay. Back off. We need him in the open, otherwise we have no chance. That was really the wrong timing? Because it seems like I hit him at the same time he hit me. He's like just a little bit too quick to react to. Like standing next to him. Like I can almost get there, but not quite. Yeah. Nice. That was just normal damage. Nice. Big hit. We could do this to kill him, but I just don't know if we have enough. I don't know if we have enough heat to get that. This is much easier. He also closes so quickly. Like in between. Like if you back off, he like gets right in so quickly. That is a very annoying move because that just uses resources basically, that move. Just an immediate resource user. Nice. Break out of that. Or don't, I guess. Spin. Back off. Now, I pressed the button. Like, literally, I pressed the button before he even did anything. I don't think there was a window for that move to actually be countered. One of these, then get ready to tiger drop. There we go. Back off. Back off. That was good. That's actually one of the easier ones now that we've done it a few times. Because he's got such a long attack animation. He gave us free damage on him. Nice. Huge hit there. Nice. Just do this again. Every time we've got heat, I should just do this because it's free damage. There's no reason not to do that every single time we get heat. Got him. Right, so he's going to charge up now. I'm ready. There we go. Just break him out of whatever he thinks he's doing. Back off. Hit him. I was like, wait, what are we doing here? Obviously I hit him again. See, that's really annoying because that one just keeps you in there. Back off. Look how much damage that does. That's like your whole health. Okay. Yeah, then if he does the same thing again, you're out of health. Hit him with one of these then, I guess. Maybe this is the gun situation? Ow. Well, that hurt. I might have to leave and heal. Maybe this is the gun situation. Well, we hit mid-air. That was pretty good. Maybe this is the masterwork dagger situation. There we go. It might be that situation. And then we just guard. Something I don't do very often is just guard. To try and break through his guard. I had to do that. Got him. Little kick into his chest, punch, kick into his chest, pull out. He then hits us immediately with that, which takes away any remaining heat you have. That's the problem I have with that one. Okay. Back off. Okay, so this obviously isn't going to work long term. Because I just don't have enough resources, and I don't think I could bring enough resources to make this work perfectly. I got anything else I could try? I could try the Marlin Cannon. I could try Sakura Storm. It's got a slightly longer reach. That's kind of good. There we go. Good slashes. It's a little damage, but that's okay. I'd rather a little damage over a lot of damage, which is what we were dealing with. Like, that's so much damage. I'm going to take even more damage on this landing. Okay. Heal. Heal. Hit him with this. That's crazy. We have no health. Get him again. We have to do this. Back off. The Marlin Cannon? At least that got us heat. As bad as that sounds, at least it got us heat. Got him. Okay. We're getting there. He's going to try and hit us immediately. He did hit us immediately. Okay. One of these. Press Y. Got him. Okay. Stab him in the chest. Or punch. Stab him in the chest. Back off. That's so annoying. Get out of here. What the hell? You can run quicker than me too. Oh my lord. What are you meant to do against? I guess you could get really good at Tiger Drop. I don't want to exit the game. Alright, we'll try phase 1 again. Try to take less damage in phase 1. I think we can get through it really quickly if we do it right. Break out this. You can't break out of his grab. Okay, once you're in the grab, you're screwed. Okay. This is fine. Come on, attack me. A little closer. Remember when I was like, hey, maybe we'll just try getting a funny little build, like equipment thing to activate? Those were good times. Way back then. Every time. I need better swings from you. Okay. That was a good one. That's good. I think I'm starting to get the hang of it. Also, don't use our heat moves in this mode because the timer goes through to the, or like the debuff goes through to the second round. Okay. He does like the fake moves a couple of times. Then he does, there's like a slightly different animation on the longer one. Yeah. Slightly different. Come on. That was the right move, but I did it wrong. I should have waited for the next kick. There we go. Perfect. And we just stay back. We let him kill himself. We know the couple of combos we can hit. He's not doing one of those. Why would I care? That was one we could hit. I wasn't expecting it that soon after the previous one. Like, went combo into combo. Back off. I'm assuming he only has 2 phases, because phase 2 is brutal. At least compared to the rest of the game. Need to watch out for rockets now, I think. I think he can do it when he's got heat. I don't think I got hit properly by that one, but that's okay. We were too close. Back off. Just did some punches there to rearrange where we were. Come on. Perfect. Don't do umbrella. It's a tempting thing, but umbrella's it's a trap. Not because it's bad. In fact, I think it will do a lot of damage as a trap because it uses a heat move in this mode rather than in the other mode, which is much more valuable. Alright, come on. Punch, punch, kick, kick. Please. Need you to do your punch, punch, kick, kick move. No, you're just doing fake punches over and over again. That was right, he just lost space. Yeah, he just didn't have space to do that move because of the pillar. Nice! We still got that one, even though it was way late. Because we were too far away to hit until then. That was the right one, he just didn't do the full combo for whatever reason on that one. Yeah, there we go. Guess if I go slightly too far out of range, then he won't do it. Let's do it this way. Yeah, the game lag. Don't know if you saw that one. Where I went for it and the game went, I'm just gonna lag mid the perfect part of the combo. Okay. This way. Come on. Just need you to do the combo. Just need you to do the combo, mate. Do the combo. There we go. I actually got to interrupt it earlier because we were so close. Just waiting a couple seconds between each dash so that I don't accidentally do the what's it called? Oh no, I didn't want to do this. Oh well, we knew there was a chance I did at least one heat move before we went in. But that's okay, I didn't want to. Right. I don't like the lag. That's really not good. There we go, one more hit gets him. Got him. Okay. We can hit him with one of our heat moves like this immediately. Which should at least knock him down, and it doesn't reposition us, which is a huge thing about this one. You see, because it doesn't reposition us, it doesn't make us next to him. That's painful. Do we have any... Oh, I don't have the anti-blade equipment. Oh yeah, do I have any better anti-blade equipment? The Mew shoes? Don't make me. Alright, I'm going to put on the Mew shoes. Is this our best anti-blade equipment? Yes, by far. I hate this. Right, we needed to heal, so we might as well do that. Let's equip something so that we can get a like a thing for healing, like a bonus. Got him. Right. See, that does so much more damage now because we haven't gone through all of our heat moves. I hate this so much. Right, put away the equipment. The lag is pretty bad along with the mewing. Okay. I think we maybe do as much damage as with this though as we do with like the full yeah, I think we do as much of that as we do with a weapon combo. It's too annoying. I know it's like objectively the right thing to use it. It's too annoying. Healing effect when you stand still in combat. Well, how long do I have to stand still for? Oh, I saw the healing go off. That's so low. Well, I guess I'll heal. This is fine. Back off. Wait for him to decide what to do. We'll heal. I think we are healing. Back off. Alright. Well, stamina and spark. Got him. That is by far the most annoying move, though. No matter what else he has, that is by far the most annoying move. You don't even get your free, like, 2 damage when he's on the ground. The lag. The lag. Okay. That was one way to hit him with the butt of the gun. All right, re-equip that. I could use this plus the umbrella Ella, and let's see what we can do. I got an umbrella. He's got a weird knife thing. And hit him. Huge damage from the umbrella. And I got a tiger drop on that one. Run, 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 run. If we just stay at critical health, then we can use heat moves to kill him. Do you see tiger drop? It did actually work there? That's weird. I can kick him for like 3 damage a hit. Run away. Back off. This is fine. I pressed it again. It's just so inconsistent. Alright, Tarner. I'll do a little bit of an odd run around here. Got him. This one shouldn't move us close to him either. Perfect, perfect, perfect. It didn't, and I got another bin. Got you. Yeah, that didn't do nearly as much as the previous one. Okay. That was a proper tiger drop. That worked. Run. Sushi. Sushi. Trying to pause the game. Trying to pause the... Wouldn't let me pause. So we died again. Right, exit. I need better equipment. Yeah, exit. I need better equipment. It won't actually let me exit. That's the first game over we've seen, by the way. As in the game over screen. This is annoying. I think it saves when you leave the... I think it saves when you leave Serena, so we should have a save right before the fight. If this autosave is the fight, I'm going to be very annoyed. Okay, so this is right before the fight. I see Majima and I'm like, nah, Majima, we have bigger problems than you right now. I hate to admit. Do we need a better weapon? Is there even a weapon that could help? Maybe there's anti-blade armor I could buy? This is where I've gone. This is where I've gone to in my life. I'm now like, can I buy armor? That just makes me immune to what he does. Let's do that first. Yeah, that one. Right. I wish to buy equipment. It doesn't tell me what... It doesn't tell me what it does. It's kind of annoying. So how do I know what's good? I mean, this is probably good. Okay, I'm going to look it up. What's the Makoto Surcoat? Makoto Surcoat. Yakuza Kiwami. What are the stats? Yeah, it's available at Beam. The stats are... Why would you just give the description? You don't have the stats there? Okay. No, this one. Let's see. Full list of gear with stats from the entire game. Thank you very much, Sarix, on like what's it called? Yeah, on GameFAQs. Okay, so it's 18, 18, 18. So we have the best thing, I think. What's got the highest blade? Highest blade defense is the Dragon Mail. Okay, so we have it. So that's gear. Accessories. He's also got an accessories page. High-tech arm guards. Resistance to slashing. So high-tech arm guards, if we've got it. And high-tech shim guards. Resistance to foot sweeps. Hard time escaping grabbed. Champion's Ring is also good. You get that from the Colosseum. Minus 15 for a couple of things. That seems bad. Anything else? Yeah, it seems like we're not getting great ones. I'm just seeing if anything else actually has a like good resistance to slashing as like an extra ability. Increase weapon damage. No. Will survive one mortal blow. I should probably use that, to be honest. That actually makes a lot of sense. Yeah, I think this is the only one we want, though. Yeah, we want gauntlets, and then you also want high-tech arm guards, which you can buy from the shop in Purgatory. Okay. So we have one of the two that we need. Which is fine. So I think what we're looking to do is gauntlets instead of leech gloves, which are pretty good. Actually, yeah, because gauntlets give us protection against bladed weapons, even though it doesn't say it does give you the resistance to slashing, which is kind of weird. Like, it's not good against blade, but it gives you resistance to blade. To be fair, I've never actually confirmed that the number is the resistance. I think it is, but I've never confirmed that, right? I've always assumed. Like, maybe the defense is the only stat that matters. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Let me see. Let me see. Is that actually correct? Numbers on gear Yakuza Kiwami. Kiwami. What does the number on the gear mean? Blah blah blah. Nothing in there. Okay. Where to find the secret weapon shop? Blah blah blah. No, nobody actually is meant or numbers on accessories. What does it do? What does it mean? There we go. Anybody ever like written what this means? No. Everybody just assumes it, I guess. That's fine. Oh, I just looked at the Makoto Surko. It does say resistance to slashing on it. Huh. Yeah, maybe we do want the Makoto. Right, buy equipment. Yeah, we don't need any of these, because I already have them. So high-tech arm guards. What else do you sell? Because those are needed. I think that's it. Okay. We're gonna try that plus the Makoto Surko. Then maybe see where we're at. We don't get hurt very much during the first part. So I'm guessing if I have like 3 things that have resistance to slashing on, like say we took a third of our health every time he slashed us, that would be much preferred. Like we could survive for a long time. But yeah, we just haven't actually, yeah, we haven't tested like whether an effect is better than like a flat number, whether what that flat number actually does. I'm assuming the flat number is something that actually does something, but I don't know. Housewives in a bind. Right. Then we will buy the, let's see. Then we're going to buy the Makoto Surko. Which means we have all the equipment which is described as being good against slashing. Okay, how much money do I have? Not very much. We can earn some more money though. We can earn some more money by selling it at the pawn shop. We can go back to the drugstore afterwards. Yeah. So, drugstore here, pawn shop here. Perfect. Right. Just avoid Majima for a little bit. Remember when we thought Majima was like a challenge? Ah, the good old days. Good old days. Right. Because basically I think I'm just going to buy like a huge pile of stamina and sparks. That's my plan. I think that seems like a really good idea. You know, just like a huge pile of them. I just think that makes a lot of sense. That's a good alleyway. Let's just get here quicker. Right. Hello. Wish to sell something? Mainly the gold plate, but let's see what else I've got. I'm gonna sell you all my sushi sets, all the stamina and X's as well. Might keep the other stuff. Platinum plate can go. Scotch whiskey can go. Meteor fragment can go. We got anything else that can go? Tally necklace and perfumes can go now as well. Yeah, let's do that. Get rid of a ton of stuff. Then just buy a bunch of stamina and sparks. Or whatever we can afford. I think stamina and sparks make sense. We do definitely want the heat every time we heal. Oh, I will fight you. Yeah. I was gonna run away, but I was like, wait a second. This dude probably has stuff for us. Because he gives you 100,000, right? Yeah, he gives you 100,000 for participating. So yeah, that seems like a good idea. Then we'll head round here. We will grab whatever is in the drugstore. And then off to fight this guy again. Right. You don't sell stamina and sparks? That's really upsetting. If you don't sell stamina and sparks, then guess we could buy a bunch of toughness emperor. Like, how many can we buy? We can buy 13. Guess we buy like 7, and then the rest are stamina and royals. Yeah, let's try that. Like, this seems like a fairly good balance in terms of stuff. So how much money do we have? We still have 700,000. We were really just sitting on a bunch of cash, huh? That we just weren't using. Because there's no reason to use any of the money that we have, because we're already, like, fully done up. I mean, in theory, we could buy better equipment, but, like, although Sakura Storm worked for a short time, it didn't really work for a long time, did it? Let's equip the equipment that we want as well. So we're gonna go Surcoat, we're gonna go Arm Guard, and we're gonna do a save here. Cool. I think we're ready to go. We could also, in theory, go Alcohol if we have an ability that makes slashing do less while we're drunk. Like, we could go into this absolutely hammered, and that is another option for us, but I don't know. We'll see. I don't think that's something we need to do right now, but it's an option. Yeah, keep going through here. I could have chosen the other options, I suppose. Let's fight. Although, you know what I should probably do? If we have to go back in and out a couple of times, I should probably choose the I'm busy option and then come back to him. And then we don't have to do the preamble. We're all about not getting hit in this stage. Back off. Perfect. What are you doing? There we go. And that's fine. It's okay. Nice, back off. We're getting there. Yeah, I was gonna say I hadn't even done a kick yet, and we're hurting them. Nice. Perfect. This is fine. This is fine. This is the almost perfect first one for us so far. I love the bit where we both charge up a swing. Okay, attack. This is so quick. Okay. That's not good. Hey, at least we hit him at the end of it. There we go. Come on. Get in here. Stop doing the grab. The grab's just inherently less good for, like, it's just not fun for us because, like, we can't do anything about it. We just have to stay back. Alright. Grab a bin. Get our way over here. I'm waiting. There we go. Hit him into bin. Seemed like a solid start. Now we're gonna heal us slightly with one of these. And then that's gonna let us hit him with this. Huge damage. He's down a health bar. Okay, that was kicking. Nice. That's a lot less damage in theory. Like, that seemed like a lot less damage. Yeah, that definitely seems like less damage, which is good. is actually about the damage I was asking for, about a third of our health. There we go. Hit him into the air. Double hit knocks him down again. It's not a huge amount of damage on that anymore, but that's okay. We can maybe umbrella him next time we get heat. He's doing that spin that actually counts as him attacking. Interesting. Maybe that's why he can attack so quickly, because he's already in an attack, technically. Like, it's a combo rather than the start of an attack. That's why it's got different rules. This seems like one of the... I think that's still one of those situations. Get out of here. Grab. Got him. That's about a health bar again. That hitting us every time is very annoying. Okay. It says the problem with using stamina and royals as healing is that it is also using up our heat options. There he is. Hit him. He's almost into recognizable territory. Okay. That was good. Because we know that's an attack now, we know we can just tiger drop him. That's good to know. Like when he does that, that's an attack. There we go. Perfectly timed. We can get heat off of this. This would be even better. Nice. There we go. Punch into the air. Slap, slap. We can see yellow. Okay. That's huge. The slash not instant killing is huge as well. Just use a toughness emperor. Okay. Back off. We've got one more bin if we need it. Nice. You see how quickly he appeared next to us? Ooh, let me pause. Okay. Sometimes the game is so inconsistent about where it lets you actually pause and escape. There we go. Please let me stand up and like re-engage with the fight. Really? It almost didn't let me out of that again. He's just stun locked me? Okay. Look how fast he's zooming. He must go quicker the lower his health is. That's actually nuts. Let me pause. Stamina spark. Stand up. Run. Got him. Okay. Slap, slap. Slap. Back off. You got enough for the bin. Get him. Continue, just hit him up. Into the bin. Back off. Now this is definitely what I would call a stabbing situation. This is definitely a stabbing situation, followed by like one of those. Should have used the Torrenter. Got him. He's dead. Oh, that was difficult. Also, you know that has to be I was just checking it was going to let me actually wait. You know that that has to be designed for Tiger Drop due to the way he was running around. They were obviously expecting you to hit him as he ran round. It was more obvious when we're actually able to stay alive long enough to actually fight him. Anyway. Damnations! Even with my special technique I cannot defeat you. But you truly earned your epitaph. Dragon of Dojima. The match is decided. Gods, I have no regrets. Wait, I do have one regret.
Nani?
What? One day I shall return and crush you all together. But until that fateful time, keep pushing your prowess to the extreme. Never stop breaking your limits. Obtain true Kiwami. For now, take this. His sunglasses. I don't have any space. I guess I'll send it to the item box. No, I think I'll send the Swiss watch. I, Joamon, shall one day have my revenge. Farewell till then. Mm-hmm. 89,300 experience. Don't know why it gave us that, but also Story of My Life achievement unlocked. I believe that's for every single sub-story. We even got the little gold star next to it. Oh, feels so good. So we've done every sub-story. We did every Majima everywhere. We haven't done all the mini games, but we did, you know, most of the singing, apart from Otometo My Life, which I think we've only done once. And yeah, we did pretty well, I'd say. It's a mostly complete playthrough. We didn't do Haruka's Trust, but I don't even think that there are anything... Does this even have Haruka's Trust in it? No, the completion log doesn't even have Haruka's Trust as a thing you have to do. Which is just so odd, given that everything else it had there. 73% completion for what I'm going to call pretty much 100%, because there's a lot of mahjong in there, there's a lot of just, like, going through menus. Like, in terms of actual content, not bad. Right. Well, with that, I am going to end the series there. Thank you for watching. If I have planned this correctly, this video should be coming out on the day that the next series game is released, which is Soul Hackers 2. We're going to be playing that. It's a cyberpunk, or cyberpunk's the wrong word. It's a cyberspace, that's the words I was looking for, based kind of like themed Persona game, made by Atlus, who also make them. Atlus, owned by Sega, who make Yakuza, just in case you needed a connection. But yeah, it's going to be cool, it's going to be fun. It's got like okay reviews so far, so yeah, we'll do that. And then we will probably be back to Yakuza in the not too distant future, because I do really want to play Kiwami 2. I'm interested to see what they do with it. Like, a lot of this game was taken over by Majima Everywhere. Like, it warped the game entirely. I'm assuming that's not coming back for Yakuza, for Kiwami 2, which would mean that there's either something that's going to take its place, or there's going to be a lot less, like, running around and randomly being attacked, which I don't know. We'll see how that goes. Anyway, thank you for watching. I really do appreciate everyone who watched, and I will hopefully see you either today or tomorrow for Soul Hackers 2. Right, thank you for watching. See you next time. Goodbye.